Grand Rising to the collective, man. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. This is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes as well. And y'all know we come with about 4 videos a week. When you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, man, it helps the collective grow, helps the community get bigger, helps this type of content reach people who like this type of stuff, man. But I ain't gonna hold you. I hope y'all doing good today, man. I love the collective. And I'm gonna go get right into this video, man. Let's go.
I know that I just hold my tongue. Niggas yelling out total while I'm on my run. Happily waves back as I hold my gun. I seen a lot of niggas die, they all look like me. Know your rights get denied when you look like me. Yeah, we both from different sides, but you look like. How come the man in the mirror never look like? Unfamiliar, quite peculiar, do you know yourself? Are you tending to your part and do you grow yourself? Are you living in the past? Do you hold yourself accountable for all that's bad like you owe yourself? A new life, a new bitch, a new you. Some new goals, some new hoes, a new crew. You know them, you know us and them too. You know who everybody is, but I ain't trying to preach cause I hate that shit. But I see niggas dying and I hate that shit. Smiling all the time, I gotta fake that shit. I hate 20 shots, why I make that shit? Sharing all this pain for the income I could gain. Great granny was a slave, why would I ever cop a chain?
Whew. Shout out to Lil Russell, man.
Dark web's most mysterious video. Here we see human beings, devoid of all humanity, metamorphosing into wild creatures. Their behavior reminiscent of ferocious beasts. The dark web's most mysterious video. Here we see human beings.
BY is real.
Man, they look like damn clowns doing that. What is going on? What are they? Yeah, what's going on? They possessed. They turning demon on us. But what's funny is, and if I told y'all this, I'm gonna have my moms come on here one time. When I was a kid, I used to do how they running. I used to just run up and down the hallway like that. I swear on everything I love. I'm gonna have her come on here and do that one day. Just to admit it. Cause yeah, when we see kids do it now, we think it's kind of funny, and she instantly be like, well, you laughing, and you used to do that too. And that's another reason why I thought it was kind of funny, because it was like, well, I used to do that. I used to do that as a kid a lot. I don't know why. I really can't tell you. I thought I was moving faster. I don't know. But, and in that first clip, man, Lil Russell going in. He going in. I don't listen to Lil Russell often, but, you know, when I first, somebody sent it to me, like, man, you should react to this. So I was like, let me react to it. I like that little song. If y'all know the name of that song, drop it in the comments. I've been searching. I looked in the comments for that song. I couldn't find it. So y'all let me know.
Real. No music on this one. It's serious. This right here is Myles Garrett. But what if I told you it's really Kobe Bryant? Would you believe me? Of course you wouldn't. But what if I could show you better than I can tell you? When I did part 1, I showed you how they numerically scripted his alleged death. In part 2, I showed you who his new character was, Myles Garrett. In part 3, I showed you how this man was dribbling before the snap of the ball. But here we are at part 4, where a picture was just posted and taken. That is a complete slap in the face to everybody that is a fan of this guy on the right-hand side of the screen. But we just gonna get into it because it's long overdue. You want to see the picture? Let's get into the picture. Does anybody want to tell me why he is wearing this hat right here?
Ain't that a... Get the fuck out of here. I told you, though. I told you. What was all that? What was all that? Y'all was saying on TikTok? Man, he on crack. He on drugs. Shut the fuck up. You mean to tell me you can sit right here and act like you don't know what's going on? Why would he wear that hat? Of all the hats he can pick, guess what hat he picks to wear? Get the fuck out. All my people who understand gematria, please explain this part to the ones who don't know. Myles Garrett's Instagram name is Flash Garrett, and it numerically aligns with the name Kobe Bean Bryant. Look at the 135 and look at the 54. There are no coincidences in gematria. There are no coincidences in this matrix when they numerically align. When you do a numerical breakdown, you got to break down the whole picture. Look at what it says. It says jobs not finished. Jobs not finished equals 169, 236, and 83. Guess what else equals that? Cleveland Browns. Look at your man looking at y'all. Kobe, 24. Job's not finished. Let's use some common sense. He's saying his job's not finished. He's still out here playing games, obviously. In this picture is coded. Look at the bandage on his hand, all right? It reads Juanita. Juanita equals 113 in gematria. Kobe Bryant equals 113 in gematria. So Juanita is code for Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was also picked first round, 13th overall. That's Kobe's number, 113. The best way to hide something from somebody is to put it in plain sight. I mean, Kobe Bryant's nickname was the Black Mamba, and here you got Myles Garrett holding this thing. I mean, how obvious does it have to be? These jersey exchanges are rituals, whether y'all know it or not. It's not some little friendly thing that they do. They do it ritualistically. As you can see, Kobe Bryant equals 58, and he's holding a number 58 jersey, go figure. 3 years prior to the alleged death of Kobe, this cartoon came out about him actually being in a helicopter and it crashing, all right? Celebs be knowing, and it's called predictive programming. So they know they're not going to die. Remember, this is a stage play. It's an act. If y'all remember the short commercial that he did with Kanye West, where Kanye hops onto a helicopter, Kobe throws the ticking time bomb basketball at the helicopter at Kanye, and then it explodes. I mean, come on, man. All predictive programming. I love it when they hop in the comments and try to make sense of it. Like, man, Myles Garrett, he way bigger than Kobe Bryant. What are you talking about? Kobe Bryant, 44 years old. Yeah, stupid. This is called body silicone. What he is wearing is a bodysuit. Look at his arms. His arms look dumb as shit. But y'all sit here and try to make sense of it. It's body silicone. Have you not seen Big Mama's House? Have you not seen White Chicks? Have you not seen Mrs. Doubtfire? They've shown you in your face how they do it. Facially scanned masks and bodysuits. At this point, if you don't get what I'm trying to show you, is because you don't want to see it. This man did a whole picture showing you who he is. I'm saying from top to bottom. He said, man, I put this cap on and continue to cap about who I really am. It said Kobe, 24, job's not finished. Juanita, code name for, Kobe. They still don't see it. He making fun of y'all. He making fun of the non-believers. He ain't making fun of me, though, because I know exactly who the hell he is. But for the people that see what I'm showing them, I appreciate you. And if you don't see it, continue to stay stuck in the matrix. My name is B.Y. Israel, where I don't do conspiracies. I do relax information. And as always,
men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Hey, shout out to Conscious X, too. He was on that topic.
What I just told you, but they do now. So I'm informing everybody. And the NSA doesn't understand it. Nobody really understands what's going on right now. But what the thing that they did figure out last night, before all the hubbub, so to speak, was that Rothschild clearly doesn't have any power on the planet. They did come to that conclusion last night. Last night it was a very angry conversation with operatives worldwide, I have to say. You know, they don't know why they're not getting paid. But the one thing that did happen as well is we were at about 30% the other day, 30% cooperative with us, and the rest of them, 30% not cooperating with us. They didn't want to move forward. They wanted to keep things the way they were. They wanted to still report to Rothschild, either directly or indirectly, whether they knew it or not. And some of these revelations happened, I believe, because we don't have an umbrella military corporation anymore. No.
They're all gone.
No. Yep. Also a corporate, isn't it?
You lying sack beans. So you're telling me the family worth $500 trillion has no money right now? As of August 27, 2023, they had $5 trillion, and then they had no money. So you're telling me the United States had $100 billion. The United States has more money than the Rothschilds right now. Look, I found this weird article. We got to stop for a second, because look, read that, okay? And then what bothers me is when you click on that, that should have been Affleck. And when you click on the beautiful actress, it takes you to Anne Hathaway. So now I got to spend my time and go see what weird movies they've been in. But anyways, back to the Rothschild, because I found something really crazy, okay? And TikTok, this is reading an article, and this is literally about the descents of people and who have, okay, look at the people that the Rothschilds are connected to. The Vatican and the Pope. The man who just came out and said, we're sorry that we use false doctrines to colonize the world. The Vatican, the place still holding all those places of the colonized people, all the spiritual relics. Okay. And the richest family in the world, who has literally been here the entire time that history has been rewritten since the 1500s, along with this family, which I find it very cool and very weird, actually. Georgia Tanner. Okay. But look, something more important, because the Rothschilds being broke, but the Rothschilds also having their own private piece of land on Antarctica protected by none other than the freaking treaty intrigues me. Like, you're really telling me you're dumb broke, but you still actively have an island, and it's real. And according to the treaty, as I said, you've been protected, and your island's been protected ever since. What's it say? I don't know. Super protected after that weird thing that happened with that weird man that came out of Australia, the same place that you actually weirdly had some weird ties to. And then the people from there ended up in Poland, and then the people in Poland ended up in the place that we're fighting about right now. It's weird that you owned that place. But anyways, back to this cool thing in which the United States affirmed, look at the time frame, they affirmed you to have your own little private space and island in the place that nobody else can go to. I mean, how crazy cool is that? And then something really cool, because I found a whole article about your entire history. Somebody really loves you as much as I do. And I'm going to go read this, but what I found really cool, 1881, because that is the year I love. 1881, when the Bible was rewritten. Look what else happened. The president of the United States, who only lasted 100 days, states 2 weeks before he was, whoever controls the volume of money in our country is absolute master of all industries. Isn't that called a monopoly? And if you're a monopoly and you're a certain family who's a certain religious or culture or something, and you monopolize it, that would technically mean that your community owns the world. Okay, I didn't say it. That's just what we read. But something else really cool that did it for me was the tunnel excavations that you guys were doing in 1883. And then what's cool in 1885, how you guys officially started to become lords when all you were banking Mongols, right? Or did you do some weird flip stuff with time and history in the Bible and put yourself in a weird position of power, and now you're trying to claim that you don't have that power? Okay, that'd be really cool. Guys, remember I keep telling you that the world just really coolly restarts every so often. But one group of people have seemed to made it through every single restart, every flood, every ice storm, since the 1500s. 4 generations. And now they're saying they're broke. You're broke, but how are you helping rewrite the COVID numbers right now for the world records? I want to know, what is your connection to the world that you would have such power and privilege to be doing? I'm at the point where I feel like, remember that scene in John Wick where he was sitting at the giant table and he was literally telling us to our faces how systems of people at the very top control everything that trickles down like a monopoly, almost like it's pre-planned a program. What if every so often you just gotta reset the world because they wake up? You can't do that. But then no one ever questions like, hey, where are all the missing children? But if you have children, you have a missing ammonium nitrate, you got tunnels that were excavated, you got limestone tunnels that are unable to be, I don't know, exploded. Got people flying to Cheyenne. Got a lot of weird stuff happening right now where everybody's looking at freaking Israel and Palestine. You got Elon Musk talking about you blowing stuff up in the film. My bad, guys. This turned to 5 minutes. If you're still here, I'm done with the Rothschilds, okay? We all know what's up now. Drop some other topics, because I know I'm missing some other news. I've been stuck in this foxhole for long enough. Oh, here's something random about you. I think we actually live in space. Okay, think about it. What do we breathe? We breathe oxygen. Okay, what is gravity? Gravity is oxygen minus something, right? And they say there's no water in space. But the man just broke the filament and he's trying to say that the water's coming out of there from in there. But that don't make sense. As beloved is beloved. And what if gravity is not real? They're actually explaining gravity in the opposite when they tell us, like, things don't float. Things are destined to go straight down. Because if you think about it, and the world is in a weird magnetic thing, and up is down and down is up. There's this weird scene in Taken, okay? Remember Taken 2 when he's describing to his daughter where to find him, and she's pointing at the map, and she's looking at the map, okay? She's looking at it straight on. It's supposed to be north, south, east, west on the map, okay? And she's drawing circles around it. And he says in the 2 spots, you go east. And if you notice, she points to this one. And she's supposed to point to the other side where east is, but she actually points west, and he says east. Very subtle, but very important. Somebody's really lying about something, okay?
No.
Didn't we watch a video where he said they switched it? East is west and north is south and vice versa in all 4. She just said the same thing. But also, ever since I watched The Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore, and I know about Al Gore. I know about him too. I was in elementary school in the 90s, and I remember that. And I remember him talking about Antarctica. And back then, Antarctica had my curiosity then. And to this day, I still learn more and more and more and more about Antarctica. And it's crazy. It blows me away, man. But I knew she was lying about the Rothschilds being broke. Come on. Like, we all know they not broke. We all know they not broke, man. They good forever. Not forever, but as far as they, in their minds, they trying to manifest being in power forever. That's what they trying to manifest. We gonna manifest, though. What we gonna manifest? Y'all spam that up in the comments. What we at the collective gonna manifest for our future, not individually, because we stronger together. The root is bigger than the branch, man. So as a collective, what we gonna manifest in a positive light, in a positive manner? What is we gonna manifest?
They like
wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound of my voice,
real.
they like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt said,
Yep.
well, if I'm single in a year and you're single in a year, maybe we can get together and see what happens. And I was like, oh my God.
The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy.
You know how they say you can never really know how the industry works unless you're in it? Well, Cat Williams might have just given us a sneak peek into exactly what that means, as the comedian has now come up with some big news about Tiffany Haddish. According to Williams, his fellow comedian's career didn't come up as organically as she has led everyone to believe. The veteran comedian seems to believe that Haddish might have taken a quick route up the food chain in the entertainment industry and is now laying out the details of her secret life. So if you've ever had doubts about who Haddish really is, then you probably shouldn't miss this. News of celebrities living double lives have been broken time and time again, but even that does not seem to compare with how Tiffany Haddish has make her way to the top. And Cat Williams is leaving no stone unturned in his spill.
Why? Because you know ain't nobody gonna sleep with him. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke.
Williams recently spoke about some of his fellow industry players and decided it was the perfect time to drop a scoop about Haddish. During an appearance on V103's Frank and Wanda in the Morning Show, Williams went in on a number of his fellow comedians, including Lil Rel Howery, Jared Carmichael, Kevin Hart, and Hannibal Buress.
I ain't never heard that story before. Damn.
We
Cat.
in Prince's studio. I want to make sure the song is dope. So I guess I was overthinking it at the time. So Pac is there, and I start telling him the concept. It's called Sky's the Limit. I'm breaking it down to him. You know what you should do? And I said, what? He said, you need to go to the club. So I was like, go to the club. He said, yeah. He said, because what I do sometimes is, if I'm at a writer's block or whatever, I just go to the club. He said, and then the lyrics and shit will come to me. So I was like, is that right? All right, bet. He said, you're overthinking this shit too much. So I was like, all right, fuck it. We go to the club. And then it was like 3 broads. They came. These bitches had on all black. These bitches were prettier than fucking... Ah! So I'm on peripheral. You know, you see certain shit through your peripheral. So I look, and it looked like like the bitch was moving, but it looked like something else, like some horror movies. Nigga, listen, it looked a little bugged out. So I looked again, bitch was regular pretty. I turned my head, I see some shit moving. I was like, so I'm saying to myself, I'm high, but me and this nigga been smoking some good shit. I drink. I looked again, the bitch face kind of like disfigured, nigga.
Now, I never told this story publicly. Now, when I say this, now I was in music heavy. I did some shows in LA, Hollywood to be exact. Let's just go ahead at the Dragonfly bar. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna hold it from y'all. I was in Hollywood. I was doing shows in Hollywood. I was traveling in Vegas. I was living fast, but I was in the music heavy. If y'all get what I'm talking about. I'm talking to this girl. She pops up out the blue. We talking, fast forward some time. I'm at her house. She's standing, she's telling me a story about her pops selling his soul. The sister tries to harm herself. She tells me the devil at the bottom of the stairs calling her sister's name. The devil singing a song. The sister didn't want to go down the stairs. Now I'm not sure if I told y'all this. I probably told y'all that beginning story. The time she's telling me this, I'm looking at her face and she's standing in her kitchen and I'm standing in her doorway. So I'm to the left, she's like diagonal from me. Her face, her eyes, black. Everything, her face was not her face no more. Was I scared? Yes. This is where it get crazy. I was, a couple hours before that, I was walking by my room, I seen something sitting on my bed. It looked like it had horns on the head. I flicked the light on, it's gone. A couple hours later, so when I went to go to her house, she lived in the same apartment complex. We was just chilling. We was talking though, but nothing popped off. And then, yeah, that was that night. Fast forward, I jump into a relationship like a year or 2 later. We lay together, all of that stuff at the time. We chilling, we smoking. It's a black light. We had the black light going. We chilling. Her face changed the same way I seen the girl in the past face change. Almost like the body didn't change. He's saying the whole body changed. I'm talking about the face. And it made it worse was that was a girl I was talking to previously. The second time it happened was a girl I was with. We were together for like 2-3 years. Like crazy. I just wanted to tell y'all that I have seen a woman's face change. I never seen a man do that in front of me because I don't be that close to men. I don't even have too many homeboys no more. But as far as the women, I've definitely seen the eyes then changed and went black. Like, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So when he was like, bro, I believe him. Me personally, I do.
He's 100% woke.
They supposed to be putting medicine in America to help us feel better, to help you live better. But these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about the medicine. They out making their motherfucking money. When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew. Don't have to validate none of their contracts. Now only got to deal with the mama, only got to see her once a year, and it's over. We found out that all conspiracy theories, there's a nugget of truth in there. Anytime people that tell the truth is attacked, that's called the Dark Ages. In our industry, who pays you is who tells you what narrative you're allowed to use.
Do you have any idea who shot Suge?
I'm pretty sure Suge knows who shot Suge. But if the police say nobody shot him, I believe nobody shot him. And if nobody shot him, that's the same nobody that shot Tupac. And if nobody shot Tupac, it's the same nobody that shot MLK. And if nobody shot him, that's the same person that shot Malcolm X too. It's a lot of nobodies out there, and nobody minds if nobody comes up missing, right? That don't bother nobody, does it?
They be having these big-ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room and shit.
If you know, you know.
I told y'all about them mansion parties. Some of y'all said I was lying. Okay.
They changed his birth date to 1976 instead of 1977. It used to read 1977, and after he died, I guess it was changed to 1976. So really, he died when he was 42 years old. All of this is pre-planned, man. None of this is coincidence. The total statistical anomaly that he died on the same day that the character that he played made him famous is celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. That's not a coincidence, man. And what a lot of people don't know is the significance of the number 42 within the occult. So I talked about the Osiris Risen pose that he throws up. Well, the god Osiris in ancient Egyptian religion is said to have been slain by the god Seth and had his body cut into 42 pieces scattered all across Egypt, where they became the 42 territories. And also in ancient Egyptian religion, the 42 laws of Ma'at are a list of questions asked of deceased people making their way through the underworld after their death. And Chadwick Boseman played Ma'at's husband, Thoth, in the movie Gods of Egypt. Look, I understand that some people might be skeptical of what I'm saying in this video, that they might chalk up everything I'm presenting as circumstantial evidence, etc. But once you really understand how these celebrities get down, the secret religion that they subscribe to, it does not seem so far-fetched, man. I mean, really take a second and think about how dangerous statistically it is to be a celebrity. How many celebrity deaths do we see year in and year out? This is a blood sport, man. Look at the red carpet. What is the red carpet symbolic of? It's blood. It's symbolic of blood sacrifice. Any one of these people can get sacrificed and taken out at any point. What do you think things like Squid Games and Hunger Games are based off of? It's this Babylonian cult that these people are a part of. Blood in, blood out, bro. If you're not getting down and participating with rituals and sacrifices and getting your hands dirty with blood, then you're going to get taken out. Look, I also think that in Chadwick Boseman's case, this was pre-planned. In a lot of interviews, he's referencing the fact that Denzel Washington paid for him to make his way through acting school, and that he was deeply indebted to Denzel Washington, and that Denzel Washington, when they last spoke, came to him and said it was time to collect.
Denzel Washington paid for you to go to an Oxford theater program when you were a student, and you had a chance to finally talk to him and thank him. And what was that conversation like?
It was a fun conversation. The first thing he said was, "You owe me money," you know. I came to collect. You know, it was so deep. I can't even go into it right now. because we just sort of just talking about what's been happening, what's about to happen.
He had come to collect. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm assuming that Chadwick Boseman made a deal in order to play the Black Panther, Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, in order to become a cultural icon. He made a deal that he'd die young. He'd be sacrificed and taken off the world stage at a relatively young age, at 42. But in that time he was alive, he gained all the power and notoriety in the world. One could argue he was America's most famous black man.
For a second.
But that always comes with a cost. Alright, so I was going to play you a...
The math was math in there. And you know when they say sometimes you see certain things, you can't unsee it? That's one of those ones. That Miles, Garrett, and Kobe, that's one. And this is another where it's like, I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. He said it. He came to collect. He came to collect. Like, he helped him out. He double back and was like, it's time to collect. I mean, he said, what? Now, that whole conversation, what got me was when he came with the, I can't get into what we talked about right now, but we talked about what's happening and what's about to happen or something like that. I just remember him saying what's about to happen. That's what raised my radar right there. I was like, what is he saying, bro? And if y'all remember, they say there's no coincidences in the Matrix. The numbers ain't a coincidence, man. Like, he passes at 42. He plays in 42. He was one of the biggest black actors, black men for a second there. He was one, not the, but he was one. I know in Black Panther when that came out, we went crazy, bro. We went crazy. We went crazy to that movie. Yeah, I remember when that one came out. That was a classic. I'm not really a big fan of the second one, but just because a lot of some of the things that happened in the movie, I feel was like out of line. But that's a whole nother topic. That's a deeper topic. Yeah, we'll see. We might touch that.
So multiple people all over the world last night captured faces by the moon, which is ridiculous. So the videos you're about to see are going to blow your mind. All I got to say is, give me what you got. Come on. Check this out.
You gotta see this. But you gotta see this. Okay, from the naked eye, there's nothing but the moon in that street light. But when I zoom in, look next to the moon.
Peoples who have been watching this video, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so y'all can see what this is not. Okay, there it is, the face. That's definitely a face, and the moon looks like it's some stuff that's coming off of the moon. And so then there he is. There's the face right there. This is not a trick or anything like that. Mark in the comments, oh, that's fake. Oh, that's fake. Okay, it's not Hollywood, people. Yeah, so, yeah, what you're witnessing, hold on, let me get my camera.
Damn.
My camera again. Let me see here. What? I ain't talking about that. Hold up.
So this is multiple videos on December 4th, 2023. Comment below what you think. A lot of people are saying blue beam. People say that it's a filter. I don't know, to be honest. What do you think?
I don't know, to be honest. And I'm not about to sit up here and act like I'm an expert at that one. Bro, did you see the nose? That thing look real, bro. Oh, that's crazy. Hey, if it's CGI, they did a hell of a job with that one. And it looked like stuff was coming off the moon. That's crazy. We've been seeing some weird stuff with the moon lately. That's the only reason why I would say, I'm like, yeah, it could be real. Because we've been seeing too much with the moon going on lately. But damn, that one just took me. That one just took me. That got to be the clip of the day, bruh. I love that clip right there.
basically a city underground. Now there are 131 active deep underground military bases in the United States. There's 1,477 of them worldwide.
Damn.
What you call high tech. We have nothing like this on the surface. These mega bases are gobbling up our gross national product. And now we're spending 28% of the gross national product on building underground bases. Each one has an average cost of $17 to $19 billion. And the black budget is dead wrong. It sidesteps the United States Congress and its Constitution of its people and says you're a bunch of morons you don't need to know. Each one is built in the site. It used to be, it would take a year to 2 years to build each one, and now they're capable of building a couple of them a year.
That's what the hell it feel like when you dive deeper down that rabbit hole, huh? Just keep going and going and going.
Area 51, S4, S2, the CIA base. High-speed railways, the magneto-level trains that connect all the deep underground military bases within the United States. It employs over 18,000 workers who work in shifts of 12 hours at a whack. Most of them work in the cover of darkness. Each with an average capacity capable of basically a city underground, roughly 4 cubic miles hauled out underground. They have boring machines, for instance. They don't bore, they literally vitrify and melt the rock.
Man, hey, we knew that was there already, though.
When I was 9 years old, brother, something happened to me spiritually when I was 9 on Halloween, bro. And I told this story before, it's in my book, and I said it maybe on another platform somewhere before. But that made this whole story make sense to me, bro. And that's the movie that needs to be done from a spiritual perspective to make everybody see that this shit is deeper than what we see on the surface, bro. For real. God don't make no mistakes, bro. For this man to lose his life on Halloween, after a Halloween party, wearing a Louis Vuitton Jason mask, bro, that's spooky within the matrix of it all, if you could understand where I'm coming from. Fuck the snitch and the killer. Wow, bro. I always look to God, man. And when I was a kid, when I was 9 years old, this building right here, 723 St. Nicholas, that's the pyramid right there. My mom, it was on Halloween Eve. I used to pack bags in the supermarket on 145th and Broadway. And Halloween Eve, I came home early because I wanted to see Charlie Brown and shit. And I had my sisters and brothers in the house. I bought in some cookies and shit, whatever. And my mom came in the room. She was like, Junior, before you get comfortable, run to the store and get a loaf of bread so I can make y'all some sandwiches and shit. It was nighttime, man. The store was right across the street. I had money in my pocket because I think bread only cost like a 25-cent thing. ran across the street, grabbed the bread, put the money on the counter. I'm trying to outrun the commercial because Charlie Brown's about to come on. I want to watch this shit from the beginning. Run back across the street. When I come out the store, I mean, it's daytime outside. Man. It's just nighttime when I went in the store. Daytime. I'm like, what the fuck? It seemed like all the buildings disappeared and the ground turned to sand. And my house was like about 20 blocks away from where I was standing, by itself. So I started running towards the house. As I'm running, I hear giant footsteps behind me. Boom, 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 boom. And it made me stop and turn around and look. And when I looked, it was the sun beaming over me in the shape of a cross that I'd never seen before. I didn't know what the cross was. So I keep running. As I'm running, I make it in the house. Now, when I make it in the house, my mom's flipping on me and shit. The fuck you been at? I said my sisters and brothers out there looking, they ain't see you nowhere. Your mom went to the store and came right back. Stop playing, here's the bread. Go to fuck in your bed. You know what time it is? It's 12 o'clock. I want to see Charlie Brown. So she baby go in my room. Now I'm in my room. And I'm like, you know, you're talking to yourself. I hate it. I'm the only one that try to pack bags. Help, blah, 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 blah. Something knocked on my window. And my window is like the second floor, no fire escape. I look. There's that sun in the shape of the cross, again, by the window. I jump in my bed, put the covers over me, like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? My pop's coming in the room now. Get the fuck up. You know what time it is? What do you mean, man? I just laid down. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Get ready to go to school. And when you come from school, you're going to get your ass whooped. You're going to tell me where the fuck you been at. I'm way bugged out now. The next day, I go to school in the morning. I go to school. In school, I'm like, I ain't going home, man. They gonna beat me for nothing. I ain't do shit. Yada, 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 yada. So I take the long way home and I sit on the stoop on 45th Street and I put my book bag down like, you know what? I'm not even fucking with this. I'm gonna go home. The sun seemed like they beating on me and I heard something in my thoughts. You better go home or they're gonna really think something happened. When I picked up my book bags, man, it was a whole bunch of food stamps on the floor. They speak on this in the movie Paid in Full, but they don't say it much. Because I wrote it in there, they took it out for whatever reason, because they don't want to spit light, they want to always spit darkness. So, I take the money and I'm running home now, because now I got something to ease the pain. Yo, look, Mom, I found these food stamps. So she's flipping, that's what you were doing now? You robbed somebody for this? Mom, I found it. You crying, you stole it, you don't have to do this, I don't know where the voice came from, but I yelled at her like, I found it! The voice, and then she like, I believe it. Our Halloween became Thanksgiving, man. We had food, steak, stuff, the first time we ever had a feast, because we was fucked up. But, when I got shot, August 20th, 1987, you put the gun in my forehead, pulled the trigger. My spirit left, and I went into that sun in the shape of the cross. And I asked God, I said, I don't want to live. I don't want to die. And I came back. And when I came back, I understand why. My mother sent me to the store with a loaf of bread. That means to feed people, my brother. But it wasn't my mother. It was God. On Halloween. But it's so deep that we'll be here forever if I really explain the whole story to you. But I know now why. Because it is the thought that creates the way. As a man thinks in his heart. So if you own the thoughts, you know the destiny. It's supposed to feed people.
Hey man, if you don't know who that is, you seen Paid in Full, that's Ace Boogie, man. That's Ace. You know, Mitch, Rico, Ace. That's Ace. And I'll always watch Ace. I never seen that story though. I never seen that story. That's kind of crazy about he's saying how the sun right behind him with the crosses. Man, that's wild. That's wild, man. And Alpo, yeah, if you know about Alpo, man, you know. Hey, it's a real story. The movie's dope, man. The movie's dope, but it's a real story. And of course, they watered down some of this story. You have to go do your other research once the movie's over to find out what really happened. You can actually hear out in the movie Rico. You'll hear Rico, you'll see Rico, and you can actually go look at his interviews and Ace, and they'll talk. And rest in peace to Rich Porter, man. Rest in peace to Rich Porter, Harlem legend. I will go ahead and say that to the people who watch from Harlem. Rest in peace, Rich Porter, man. But, and and I'm not from Harlem. Shout out to Harlem. I did my research. Some of my favorite rappers, Dave East, come from Harlem. So, yeah, gotta give y'all love. But man, yeah, I ain't never heard that story before. Sheesh. We made it to the end of this video, man. I appreciate y'all if y'all stuck all the way through. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because you know it helps the community grow, helps with the algorithm, helps us get bigger, man. But today's collection was hard. And I know y'all be asking for longer videos, so I figured let me go ahead and drop y'all some longer videos. So yeah, and hey, does 7:57 work for y'all on these 4 days we drop? Let me know what time frames work best for y'all. So, but yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna let y'all get on up out of here. And until I see y'all in the next one, man, we gone.